There he went. That into a ditch. Ooh!
Or down.
Whale Percy, help!
And across the line. Quick snapped and the gear jammed in the sleepers.
Oh! His eyes. It's backwards.
Edward's wheels slipped fiercely, and with a shrieking crack...
Oh! But it was too late. He so hard, he banged the trucks hard into the buffers, but the buffers weren't...
and angrily let off steam.
Stopped.
Then...
Too late.
Came off the rail. They surged into Sir Hamilton. At last, a spring gave way. The elephant. Water went all over him. All over. Now there'll be trouble.
And Cranky banged his... Hide the trucks. But into the sheds. It's too late. Oil splash control and the fat controller. And he was right. The trucks plunged into the ravine. Next, his trolley, a load. Plunged into the ravine.
Did you mean to look like that? What I saw in my drink true. The universe is starting to crumble.
Onto the tracks.
The net is too heavy!
Right. When one rock fell, then another, and another. Bomb detonated!
Oh no!
He cried. The bridge started to crumble. Suddenly, his snow...
Duck shouted, but it was too late.
Ah! Cried James, what's happening? Crash! Bang! Wallop! Oh, help, Gordon!
And into...
everywhere. And he took off, blowing cinders and ashes. And he wheeshed soot all over Mavis. So loud and so long that windows broke all over town. His hook. Thomas flew by James. His whistle shot off like a mighty rock.
Suddenly, there was a deep rumbling sound. Hard, some rocks the track, and to fall. But Fergus was covered in... He dangled. Flew everywhere. By lightning. There was a loud crash.
Yes, there is.
His fireball. The apples were deep snow. Wet wooden bridge was stunned. The supports were getting larger.
Careful.
Into Percy, and the bunting flew up into the air.
Over the road. Under the hopper. Cinders and engine coughed. Then it started to splutter. Black, smelly smoke billowed from his exhaust. Mavis started billowing smoke too. So do I. Soon, all the other diesels had broken down. Harry, Bert, even Salty had grabbed. Jake, coal flew out. The carrot. Some trucks hurtled into a siding. They biffed and bashed, slipped and fell all over the track. Box splashed into the duck pond. Them very hopped into a big pile of trucks. A big cloud of stone bumped into a truck. The truck rolled into a lever. James puffed. Coal poured out everywhere. It poured on the tracks and all over Gordon James. Coal dust shot into the air. It covered. The fat started to bounce and the eggs were breaking. Some of the fish were shaken loose. Covering her from fling broke. Thomas shot forward. Cocoa powder. An extra big shot. Thomas. But that night, a fierce storm swept through the island. It was the strongest wind the engines had ever known. It blustered and blew. The wind howled down the tracks and tore down the trees. It ripped off roofs and flattened fences. It even blew Gordon's tent away. Bother, puffed Gordon. The wind blew all night long. Then there was trouble. An extra hard shunt. Paint pots flew in. Bump. Soon the diesels and the steamies were off the track. Some of them headed straight for the water tower. The water tower crashed down across the runway. Thomas clipped the telegraph pole and they all came off and the carriage crashed it. First one rock fell, then another rock. Soon, lots of rocks came until it was too late. but it was too... There was another Thomas and his trucks were... The trucks bumped into the back of Thomas and the crate of melons. Can pushed his way through the barrier, and suddenly the roof collapsed, bashed and smashed open, and rolled under the chute himself. The truck very hard, bed bumped into the air. The branch flatbed crashed into the buffers, then splash into the canal. Rheneas raced right off the truck's collapsed. Steel pipes with a loud crunch. Straight into the back of the buffers. Jumped. His trucks hit the buffers and bright white flour flew everywhere. Logs broke free at the forest mill. Big boof! It was very overgrown. Earth and stones tumbled down the bank and blocked Thomas's track. Chloe's flatbed biffed into the siding, stack of roofing slate, and Hey, you push my buffer! Max Brolfi was sinking into a muddy hole. Monty and Monty crashed into the Before they knew it, they skidded off the as he could. But it was too. The bricks crumbled, the workmen and the foreman. Ow! Ouch! 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 All. Their kittens with his scoop, and just in time. Stones tipped out of the truck's hold dust in quarry dust was sent into a set of buffers, and he biffed right in. He bashed into the barrier and alive. He jumped and biffed into his trust. He jumped and he biffed his trucks in surprise. Flour bed so hard as through the buffers and splashed into the canal. He heard a loud crunch. Parcels flew, biffed into him. All the cakes fell onto the... Too late. Toby splashed through the puddle, straight into the buffers. Oh! To Bert, the stinky cheese shot into the air. They crashed through a snowbank. The mud sprayed, all toppled off the flatbed and crashed.
Oh. Just the last part of the bridge groaned and swung over the dean. He toppled off the track. It smashed into the tower. As the tower crashed to the ground, Thomas crashed straight through the block top. Thomas landed in a pool of water, crashed through a thick wall of bushes. He flew across a ravine, bottom of the hill.
He hit the buffers and the billboard flew into the bunting went everywhere. The magnificent level crossing. It smashed against the gate. Coconut. Stepney smashed into Emily. Seats from a buffer. The cream churn good. But the tree didn't roll out of the way. It stayed in front of Emily. Pulled away. and Emily track started to sink. Emily was stuck to the ground, wobbled, and one of the sandbags flew again. More sandbag. It burst on the sharp point. The train smashed straight into the... Thomas bashed into Diesel. Stone poured down from the hopper, the rails. Thomas and Diesel smashed Harry and Bert right through the back of the engine. Biff straight into them. Thumped off his flatbed. But the buffers with a big bump and a crash. Thomas clanked off the rails, bashed his buffer's box, fell from his flatbed into the wall. Skarloey crashed into Duncan's trashed into Rusty's trucks. With a splash, a sploosh and a splosh, Thomas bumped into Bert
As us on their tracks.
Gosh!
Hey, don't collie battle. All over scrunch, a crack shoved too quickly. Lamp rope Spencer fell off. They clanged and they cracked.
and it cracked. Muddy ditch to a haystack. On. Mavis dropped the crates. On. High in the air. Hoist! He hit a button. That
Henry spluttered and stuttered.
right. Splash, splash, splish, splash, splash. A fat control.
It rang.
From his wing, straight into the
They scattered and clattered into the apple crates.
The Joby was crashed and smashed in the last, and the loco on flew. A crack, rock and rubble cracked down. And stopped Ferdinand Frank crashed and
Tonight!
bounced and rolled buffers. 2 trucks, James. 4 trucks, James had showed.
One pole rolled.
Pop, pop, pop. Cork hit me. Pop, pop, pop. Ping the corks. And the kicks hit the signal. The buffers. Roller's hat. Trouble. He bashed and did. He bashed, crunch and a crack. Bounced off Ed. Or had run out.
Just swinging.
Biffing and bashing.
And bashed. They crashed and smashed and to splutter. Then they jittered and jumped log high in the pond.
In the shadow. And a clatter and a clang.
There was a crash.
They buffered.
Bash and a crash. And a bash and a terrible smack. Oh, well, bashed all in air. Soon bounced. Harry and Bert were biffing and bashing trucks. Crash Charlie. Then by the bus to bash and he knocked against the wheel. Bashed into bed with axe. Emily to biff the prize. Towards was splattered. Heard the trees thump. The crunch.
Witten's Express Cab. Flynn readied.
Their distance as never before.
Now, into it.
And splash. Big for the narrow gauge. Smoke swirled. Wrench then, old Wheezy flew everywhere.
Rocky right onto Edwards. A magnet dropped onto Tony. He hit the buffers. He dropped his cam, crashed and he right off the rails and bashed.
And then banged loudly.
The diesels go clattered cloud of the tracks.
Oh my!
They rocked and into the sea. Rose bumper prize. Inky
Her top of
he wet track. A crap wherever. And he could. Peter sat careful engine.
grown.
But the snow was getting thicker and thicker.
Ground.
The milk and splattered and here Thomas had hit a rock. Still unstable. Then there was trouble.
Backwards and forwards. Coach grandstand bump into
What are you doing? Coaches don't need code. Come here, you!
A giant. Day long.
Oh dear! Help! Coming off the
Eight. There was more trouble. And then there was... Bars into the sea. Perfect.
Yes! Oh no! Look out! I can't stop! Oh, help! I think we would. Out of the way! Oh, God, you, I'm sorry. Ow! You'll never. Oh! Even this one gets wet.
What's happening?
The heat's making.
Maybe I should have.
Mike's steam pressure went so high that his safety valve blew off. Cross, and he whistled so hard that his whistle cap blew right off.
Oops!
Some of the lines were flooded.
The threat's on us!
Everything's fine!
Half of your gold must
Do what you want, it isn't!
Yes, it is!
I was like, whoa!
Assault detonator!
But they could err.
Dear Thomas.
my